by bit.
Oh yes, it's bit by bit.
It is a professional discussion that talks about issues, happenings that improves or strengthens the capabilities of
Individuals such as the engineers, the doctors, the Zogos, the Zogis, and our youth in our community.
institutions like the educational sector, the health sector, and the economy as a whole.
The society, agriculture, travel, and the industrial society.
Human rights and democracy.
Trust me, it's
Bit
by
by bit.
Bit by bit.
Oh yes, it's bit by bit.
It is a professional discussion that talks about issues, happenings that improves or strengthens the capabilities of
Individuals such as the engineers, the doctors, the Zogos, the Zogis, and our youth in our community.
institutions like the educational sector, the health sector, and the economy as a whole.
The society, agriculture, travel, and the industrial society.
Human rights and democracy.
Trust me, it's
Bit by
by
bit.
Bit by bit.
Oh yes, it's bit by bit.
It is a professional discussion that talks about issues, happenings that improves or strengthens the capabilities of
Individuals such as the engineers, the doctors, the Zogos, the Zogis, and our youth in our community.
institutions like the educational sector, the health sector, and the economy as a whole.
The society, agriculture, travel, and the industrial society.
Human rights and democracy.
Trust me, it's
Bit by
by
bit.
Hello people, welcome back on the Bit by Bit show. As you know, the Bit by Bit show is a professional discussion where we discuss issues of concern. Today, we are talking about Zogo. As you know, in our promote, we always discuss Zogos, professional doctors, and so on. But today we have in studio with us somebody, a brother, a friend, a person. Listen to his story. He has been in the life of a Zogo for a very long time. Milk.
Yeah, brother, my man.
It's so serious.
The way you just call my name as if to say how the Zogo person you're talking about. But anyways,
No, disclaimer, you are not the Zogo. And you no one here is Zogo anymore.
anyways, let me say it's nice being back and being in Liberia, being on the TV. And like you rightly said, the Bit by Bit show is a professional show where we discuss professional issues and especially those professional people. So today we have one of our brothers who's been there in the life of what we call Zogo life. You know, those people who normally use drugs to get themselves to another level. He's going to talk about his life, his entire journey, things that he's been through, and he's been doing. But today, you see him, he's a new person, very refined. Should have rightly put it, so keep watching the Bit by Bit show. When we come back, we're going to go straight to our guest, not to waste the time, not to keep you boring. But this guest, trust me, has a lot to talk about. And if you quick to shed tears, hold your tears back, because the story is so dramatic. After this break, when we come back, we'll go straight to our studio guests. It's Shirley and Milkman presentation today on the Bit by Bit show. Stay tuned, don't go away.
Bit by bit.
Oh yes, it's bit by bit.
It is a professional discussion that talks about issues, happenings that improves or strengthens the capabilities of
Individuals such as the engineers, the doctors, the Zogos, the Zogis, and our youth in our community.
institutions like the educational sector, the health sector, and the economy as a whole.
The society, agriculture, travel, and the industrial society.
Human rights and democracy.
Trust me, it's
Bit by
bit.
Agriculture, travel, and the industrial society.
Human rights and democracy.
Trust me, it's
Bit
bit
by
by
bit.
Welcome back, folks. Today is the day. Anyway, family, once again, my name is Murphy Newville. We are here to hear from our guest, Mr. Justin Alfred. Can you please introduce yourself to our people?
Thank you for welcoming me in your studio. I'm so proud today to be here to explain my side of my story. The story is very long. Yeah, those of you that will stay by the TV to watch this testimony, you will maybe shed tears or maybe tell somebody around you who, in addition, to come closer that they will get this advice. They will live by it today, and tomorrow they will be free. Because we all, as a human, sometimes will go on the contrary. But most of all blame the devil. But this devil is not present. But we always say the devil, the devil. But if you don't accept the devil, he will never come around you. When the devil can't say go kill, when he say no, I'm going to kill, he will go.
Okay, so I don't know, but I just want to say welcome again. It was a bold step for you deciding to be here today. But firstly, I just want you to start up with how this whole thing started. Who was Murphy first to you?
I'm going to get that disclaimer. Don't join this show.
No, I won't know because
anyway,
I know what a Murphy used to be in this Zogo life.
No, God forbid, God forbid.
But who was Murphy to you firstly?
He's my blood brother.
The blood brother, okay.
Yeah, from mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why it all started with you? Let's just...
I was a guy coming out doing my own normal thing. Doing business for myself, having my own advantage of everything. But as time went by, the good friends I used to have, I started leaving them to get another friends. Yes, and it was in the borough of Nugutan. When I get to get another friends, those friends that I met up with now, I started learning new things, like smoking opium.
That where you started from?
Sure. Smoking opium, drinking liquor. At the end, every substance has their own weight. If they weight, if I drink no water, they bottle of water today.
Yeah.
If the water finish, and tomorrow our junior finish. The next day maybe
you will go for a bigger bottle.
Okay, I'll go for the bigger bottle. So
what did you start with actually?
Start with marijuana.
You started with marijuana.
That's why you
Sure.
say opium.
Okay.
That's the opium. How we call it now in our setting,
Yeah.
opium. So as time go by, the opium need to be elevated. That means I will either put alcohol within it for it to make me active.
Okay.
And if that alcohol reach to a point that it can't catch up with me again, I need to add it up with another substance.
So what was the first after the marijuana? What was the first substance that you tried to beef it
It
up
was the
with?
liquor.
No, excluding the
Exclu-
liquor.
the
Excluding the
marijuana
liquor
and
was the
liquor.
drugs.
What type of drug?
Yeah, I smoke cocaine.
Yeah.
I smoke narcotic, the rolling tar. We call it tar. The Italian way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put it on certain aluminum foil. You lay on the aluminum foil, it's in a powder form. Small leaf tar, something like the KTV. Okay, you know the KTV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly how the
So
KTV
like
look.
that size, how much do they sell it?
300. So it was selling 300 in Liberian dollars. But certain part of the rural area, like Pomi or
Say rural era.
yeah.
Do they do the same thing
Wow.
as just situation?
Now people the dealer then here now are not focusing on Morovia. When you go places like Cape Man in the rural part of Cape Man on the Diamond Man, like Kinjor, they get other area then on the Diamond Man on the rural there is no city or no community in Liberia where I just see.
Wow.
Yes.
So let me put it to you this way, right? So you started with the marijuana, like you said,
Can
and then the alcohol. Then you started with the narcotic,
the Italian way.
the tar,
The
right?
cocoa, yeah.
How are you guys able to get those things? How does it come to the ghetto before they start doing the distribution? How much you'll sell it there, and what are you guys can share with each other in doing it?
Wow. Before, from the first of your appearing in the ghetto, and maybe, like you say, the wild inner, I already
Clean.
embodies that habit.
Yeah.
But if I go in the ghetto now, somebody will be willing to give me prep,
For free.
to take, that free, they will
initiate
be,
you.
to make me encourage to go by there. But if that feeling get into you, that feeling, that one or two that man will give you, you never want it from that man, and that man will not be willing to give you. So my man, every day I will give you now. You can go hustle for yourself. Where now you start getting to know that you doing weight.
Okay, that this famous word or something that I hear in the street. They say the man I hit the June or something. What is that? What do you mean when somebody hit the June also?
No, he said he kill a June, he kill a
June
June.
or something, yeah.
Yeah, he kill your June. When you say you kill your June, your June die.
Yeah.
You see your June die, then that mean you're feeling already
Yeah.
in you.
Yeah.
You know, then that mean you already. And you will say the man June die. Yeah. So when you hear the man say my over my June die, so that mean he already. But we get another saying in the ghetto. That one I also saying what people can hear. But in the ghetto we get our own saying in the ghetto. Now nobody can kill June. As you smoking, you will not kill June because that June will kill you. Eh? Tell no there, hey, you go Center Street Nana.
That June get killed.
Yeah, cannot building. When you die in a building, when you sick, you die. Nobody will not go say they went pull you somewhere. No. Smoke on the now rest side they be smoking. At the end, they will say, but June kill the man. Like why we look at now, we say no, but June can kill. Yeah. We can kill
You
June.
can't kill June. That June get killed.
Yeah, that June can kill you. So we just get our motto now, start to say you can kill June.
Okay, so let's look at the habits. When you're taking it, what happens next?
Our feelings, the feelings
Yeah.
you get into.
What are some of the things? Because we notice they say if somebody's taking drug, then the next thing they're fighting, the next thing they're stealing, the habit, you know, their hunger for money, and they start to do other things. What was it like for you?
You know, good question. You know, there's no one on the earth, or on earth that smoke just without them stealing. No man.
Wow.
You mean locally now?
Even local job, even the man can get money. He will get money in addition. But when you forget, that man will take your own and add it to his own.
Oh, that's a stealing company.
Yes.
When you forget,
Yeah, he will take your own
man,
and
so
add it
in
to
the
his
street,
own.
they call it correct your mistake, eh?
Yeah.
So do you guys steal from each other?
That's what he just said.
Sometimes you'll be smoking, say you having the thing in your hand.
Phone.
But when you go to sleep,
When Jonah kill you.
when the June already kill you now, and you forget.
Yeah.
And you know, so don't you forget.
Yeah.
That thing what you forget about now. That even say in your hand like this, so don't you that man get means to take it from your hand, you take it and carry.
Wow.
Yeah. He ain't get no sympathy. He ain't get no sympathy. So now when that feeling come in you, that that's why you see people don't
I wanted you to come with one so Shirley can try it.
You know, no.
I just want to know how Shirley. I just want to know how
I don't
Shirley
go
will
around it now because
can't go around it again.
But
the church that rescued me
but
from
the
there.
thing is,
The
thing
church?
is,
Yeah.
we want to come to that church.
We'll come to that part.
But he tried to hold me in something. So let me clarify.
Because Shirley just
Hey,
quiet.
let me just tell you this, right? I had to live in Newtown, right?
Okay.
In around between Ponton, Carpet Street, and Kissy Camp.
Yeah.
You understand? So I live with friends who try to put me in the same situation, but we all have different reactions to things.
Yeah.
You know, we all have good friends and bad friends. Sometimes when you want to be into things earlier, and then you have yourself trapped into a situation. He had a good friend, and some of his friends now are reputable people in society. I can call one name, representative. Representative Abu Kamara.
Abu
Kamara once lived with him.
Sure.
Abu Kamara lived with this man. You know what I'm saying? So just to clarify that, I never wanted to try it. So towards the church issue, right? You said there was a church that helped you.
Yeah. And the church still helping people.
Okay.
But you know when the feeling in you and somebody trying to help you, but you'll be looking at that person help like a man. But the only thing I can take you from all of the jobs, to take jobs from in somebody is not easy. It's not easy.
You know, I know you guys want to talk about the church. I just want to know, before we get to that church, I want to save the best for the last. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what are some of the disadvantages you guys go through being in addiction. Those things that after you started taking it, what are some of the disadvantages that come your way?
The disadvantage too much. Too much you tell yourself you're not able to bear it.
Oh,
yeah.
So at times you can feel neglected and
You
rejected.
can feel
I thought
it.
when you're taking the drugs, you don't feel it because I see something every day.
The only thing the drugs have on you, the devil is crasso. So he take one senses to add to your five senses that God gave you. You make it 6. Which is, you know why he gave you that sense? To make you stupid. That stupid now will say, I bet you go on Broad Street, Nana. Just say, my man, I want for you to look a car for me, man. That man looking at you decently dressed that day, but he maybe 1 more or 2 more in our table. But that man will call you say you stink. That will people.
Yeah, it happened to me before.
He will not tell about 6 months, he look at you and say you stink.
My testimony here today is a living testimony. My late brother said, when you were in college, when you go on the road and see me sometimes, I want to look for a car for you, you will be crying. You will be crying. Say, they may want to know he said, boy, people felt our wish. People felt I stole something from somebody. Now why the cause? But they never knew that they just can put that stomach in you. They just let it rush. They rush catch your clothes. When you don't know how to take it from there, it will be there for everlasting. Now rush it in the system. But that feeding for it to come out, it take the grace of God.
So did you do anything like hijacking, harassing people, torturing them? Did you do anything in the name of the drug?
That's the stealing component, he said.
No, in hijacking people or hurting somebody for
In the name of the drug.
in the name of the drug.
Okay, yeah, that drug they meant to-
but for the stealing aspect, has I been steal? I steal to smoke.
Yeah.
Sure, I steal to smoke because certain time will come, certain time in the habit when it reach, when that hour reach, when you not smoke it, it will be like you in the fire, you in the moon, you not able to rest. So that what they call now what they call the Jones. The whole joints of your body, every part of you that God made, you get that feeling from all in it. You will not sit down. You not want to sit down for 1 hour. You not smoke. You not want to sit down for 1 hour.
Okay, get connected.
I know you.
So now,
You mentioned about this
so now,
right?
yeah. So now, if I carry a see the phone, I will not want to hold the phone. Say,
Helpless.
I hold it to get that strength to carry power. Hold it, but to say. I smoking now, I get the phone in my hand. God help me.
I will sell.
No. It can't allow you to keep nothing of value.
So he mentioned about the disadvantage that you had being in such a life. Did you feed apart from your family?
I feel so much apart, but mother, they always there. When I go down, if I go to my house, my mom see me, she will cry. So now when the feeling in me, I will go, grandma, she not get it, but I will go, grandma, I say, I sick. I want money. But when she give me that money, nothing. Try to go spoil it.
I go smoke. Okay, so we take a very, very, very short break. When we come back, trust me, you're gonna hear more from our studio guests. That some of you who inhabit and you don't know how to get out of it. He's been there. He's gonna be telling us how he got out. Stay tuned. Don't go away. Keep watching bit by bit. It's Shirley Milkman right here. This presentation coming through on Buzz TV, Satcom Channel 4.
Bit by bit.
Oh yes, it's bit by bit.
It is a professional discussion that talks about issues, happenings that improves or strengthens the capabilities of
Individuals such as the engineers, the doctors, the Zogos, the Zogis, and our youth in our community.
institutions like the educational sector, the health sector, and the economy as a whole.
The society, agriculture, travel, and the industrial society.
Human rights and democracy.
Trust me, it's
Bit by
bit.
bit.
So welcome back, people. If you're just watching us, just joining, you can find us on Facebook, The Buzz with the Triple S, or you can find us on YouTube. Today we have in studio with us former, how do I put it?
Just user.
Just user, or sometimes we call them Zogos, or we call them disadvantaged youth. Milkman, you had a situation of such where you find yourself in the midst of Zogos brothers or Zogis sisters, and I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that I know that have been around that I've been working along with.
Okay.
But to the point, I've tried talking to them, getting out, but something is difficult. Like I'm not doing the right thing. I'm not going the right way. So maybe our brother can tell us how he was able to decide to leave the drug and every other substances he used to take.
So you care to tell how did you get from it? Because I remember your mother, your aunties, everybody tried to get you out. You didn't listen. Many times I passed by you on the traffic. Whenever I reach around where you are, I put my windshield up. Truth be told today, I put my windshield up because I reached a point where I tried talking to you,
everybody was fed up.
and you didn't want to listen. So everybody was like fed up with you. So tell us, respond to his question. How did you get out?
That was I stated from the beginning. I said, if you're in a habit, and when you are addicted to it, it takes the grace of God. That means you gotta use Gene for it. You dress near God, and then He will dress near you. Okay. At the end, I submitted to the drugs to the extent that I lose balance because one thing so no help, one thing so no.
So did you smoke all the drugs? All that, just some of them you smoke. Because I just started hearing this new one, Kush.
No, I never been into the Kush, but I saw it.
Where the Kush coming from? Where does it come from?
The Kush come from Rare Salon. They are selling women. Most of the Kush I see coming in, more are the women. But we can't blame those women that bringing it.
Okay.
We don't blame it.
Is it like how does it look like? Is it the same paddle or what?
No, not paddle. It's like a leaf.
Okay.
Just how you see the grass.
Yeah, okay.
But it like the grass seed.
Okay.
But I see. Maybe when you go buy 150, they will get you about 10 or 15 seeds.
Okay.
Yeah, but I see. As you wrap it in it to do because you buy grass and mix it all with it.
Okay, you gotta mix it with the grass.
With the grass. As you take 1 or 2 tray on it. If that's your first time, when you don't correct for your system, when you tell you when water there, when it tells you run and join in that water, you will run to jump in the water. When it tells you, I think I saw one guy on Facebook, he just on a carro beating for the fire, really himself on the ground. Yeah. When the trust when the coach tells you anything they tell you to do, what you will do.
So how about the what the substance in the car exhaust? It's a name for it.
Yeah,
the
element,
the muffler.
Yeah, the element. Yeah,
have you ever tried that?
No, I never smoke. But the element, the Nigerian guys, they use it to mix the cocoa. Yeah, the cocoa is a powder. Wet powder, very expensive.
Right.
But when the guys get it, they will use certain thing they call the tube, the test tube, what you use in a laboratory in the hospital.
Yeah, test tube.
Yeah. They will take it and let candle. Then that does, they will put it over the water, in the water, and put it over the candle, that flame. It will cook that identical
element
in the tube.
Yeah.
It will turn to knot. When it turns to knot, they will take it and put it in cool water. From there, they will cut it piece, or
yes,
one
sir.
piece, yeah. One piece. Maybe for now, they're selling it $5. $5 US for a piece. Yeah, so, very expensive.
So have you had any regrets of being out there? Because I know that you had kids, they were very little when you got into this kind of life. Looking at your kids now, sometimes I see your posts on Facebook, you all showing off with your kids. How do you feel in terms of not being in their lives when they were growing up? And for the level they are right now, you being reuniting with them, how do you feel?
Well, for now, I get great regret because the amount of years I stay in a habit, it was too long.
Like how many years? You can recall the amount of years?
From 2003, I spent 18 years in a just habit. I spent 18 years without one day sleeping without smoking.
Wow.
One day sleeping without smoking. One thing on it, and for now one thing on it. Out of one
How many children you got?
I have 2 children, one grandson. Wow. Yeah, my first daughter, she 23 years of age now. Yeah, the second one is 20 years. They're going June.
So you feel proud of them right now?
Just
the
5
both of them
years.
feel proud.
Just 5
you are
years.
back.
You're gone.
Even me, I feel proud also that you are back.
Yeah,
Looking.
So how did this whole thing happen? What day do you remember the time? How it happened? That day now that you decided to walk out. What was it like? What friends said to you? My man, like people will say they may joking, you will come back. What are some of the things that happened?
Now up to now, people stay saying that same thing you say. Yeah, that I will go back. But I know within myself. I know within myself. I know the kind of pinch I feel, the kind of load I carry. Look, smoking joy is like you put all the horses there. Don't take the zinc horses then. Don't take zinc horses then, but take the concrete, the oyster building there and put it in one bed. Just put it on your head. Whatever you want to do it. To smoke joy is very heavy. Man, being in the joy habit, on stage, I always used to cry. Although I was there, but at the end I submit. As you see the joy smoker, just watch every joy smoker when he coming up, when he do it at the end, the narco stage now. They coming retire. They retire stage. That retire stage is to low car. Every car lolo you see.
You used to low car too.
Yeah, every car lolo you see. That means he getting fellow with the joy, boy. Only one hand that will help him to lead the jaws.
So what advice do you have for little kids coming out in the community? Because right now, if you go to any community, no community is safe. I would say, from my observation. What advice do you have for little ones that are coming out thinking that being in social life is a good thing? What advice? Milkman and I were always together at night. Sometimes we're going home, and when I stop to talk to some of these guys, he gets angry. But man, let's go. Don't talk to them. He's got all of them know me. When they come, they want something. I said we're not going to give them money. But the thing right now, they are just in the beginner stage. So the thing is good. What advice have you to give to them?
You know, for me, I would say they beginning are coming up for now. I don't see one sense is the people pay school fee for them for nothing. They pay school fee for them. When we started smoking jaws, when we started smoking jaws, it was right after the Terror War, 2003. Right after the Terror War. But when you enter in a ghetto, that time jaws now used to be selling in a dumper or in a graveyard. For now, every jaws sell it because now people are afraid to sell jaws in a horse. They will sell it on a dumper or in a graveyard. So everybody that will enter in the ghetto, 80 men, working on men, Alafo, AFL, when you come in the ghetto, you see one man fee well on for maybe it will cost $50 or $100. Right? Well, you know, after the Terror War, how money was spread in the country. So we never experience the thing they call towing debt or lowering car or stealing to smoke. But when the feeling and the money started to go, and the feeling started to grow, there come the stealing part, the arm robbing part, the car lowering part, the towing debt part.
That comes very part, as you said.
Yeah.
We're trying to discuss on how did you got to be transformed, who take you there, you mentioned a church. What was this process? Did they inject you to flush you out, or what pattern did they use? Can you explain anything of such to us?
Oh, my dear brother, they apply pattern, but the pattern they apply, the pattern they apply, the church they wear, the guys they wear, but the jaws can't move from you when you're hard down with it. I get friends that all we were on the same program, but they came by the smoke. Oh, wow. Can you imagine 6 months, somebody care you? One day you will never go with hunger, you will never sleep with hunger. You eat 3 times, you pray 3 times, you take back as many times as you wish. because the place surrounded by river.
Place all the time you ain't take back for, so a million times
Yeah,
you wish you
you like you can take back 200 times a you and a cool, or you want to go boil water, walk by there.
He said, you in a cool, you want to tell that story?
Ain't seen it?
Okay, so that day, just tell us that particular day you decided to leave from the ghetto to the church.
You know, the church like transform my life.
What's the name of the church?
Fellowship of the Cross. Okay. Right on the bypass. Before we used to be Jonathan, but now the church get its own LFA in front GW Gacy. There's a wet hostel building.
Yeah,
you see the green and white symbol Fellowship of the Cross. Yeah.
So how it happened? How it started?
Before your transformation, there are services that you attend. These services, Wednesday Bible class, Thursday is for people in addiction.
Thursday, people in addiction.
Yeah, everybody who your brother, your son, your sister, your whosoever that in addiction, they will go there Thursday. The 3 services that you can miss Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. You be there. As you go there, after the service, they explain everything to you. They'll tear your knee down. Thursday, they tear your knee down. Sunday, after service, they tear your knee down. You be on that transformation. They will be explaining to you how you going, because you know what they putting you on that space. They don't just want to tell you and carry you there. Then when you go there, you're not satisfied. You say, oh, but I don't want to be here, man. I want to go back home. So they want to see your seriousness.
Somebody is watching the show just sent me a message right now. You made a point. From your point, he's asking this question. You said you can't miss it. So that you can't miss it. Is it like you are mandated by the people, or you are given the option, willing it to not miss it?
Yeah, it's an option. Because if you decide to follow God, there is no turning back. No turning back. So if you decide to follow, you remember when God was about to destroy Sodom, into Lot and his family to leave. But Lot well fed her, she left her jewelry and things. She decided to turn back. What happened? She turned to pillar of salt. So it's like the island. If you go in, as you attending the services, the people will know, say, yeah, the guy, and see where you want to go. One Sunday or Wednesday that I will come to you, say, my man, tomorrow, so time, you get your uncle, or you get your brother, or you get your man. We'll go there, show your man or your park and sound for you. And they will carry you straight. They wear garden back. They can drink the kind of water and say, in our maze. Okay. They are down to earth. You eat palm butter red, the male eat palm butter red. You eat pancana, the male eat the brother, then will eat pancana.
Just to encourage you.
Just to make you know that you're together.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. I just still trying to find the answer. Did anything in any time you remember that happened to you that you said, why am I here? Can you remember anything of such? Something that told you, no, I'm supposed to be here. So now maybe someone like relative or one of your family member that you saw progressing and you said, oh, get my begin. Did anything happen in your life that you remember that day and said, no, I'm supposed to be here?
Like a lot of example.
Yeah. Okay.
They're my little brother. They men are sitting beside me. Yeah. I went my first time going for a green sheet. I was proud by that time. But as time go by, he achieved. I would be brother. I supposed to be before him. But you know how many years imagine that I wasted 18 years
on June.
On killing June. I still call killing June. But I think I almost died. I will show you picture before. I get the picture. When I was in addition, when you see me say, you say, what happened? I stay fighting the cool from me up to now. Yeah. So there is nothing in just that is correct. So, a lot of regret. The woman was born the first child for me. At the end, she become AFL. When even say low income on this, when she used to come, she would feel that pinch. You know, but certain time I feeling die. When even say talking to her, say, I'm wasting water on door bar.
She won't listen.
She won't listen. She won't even say talk to me again.
When you in those habits, you can be somebody thinking that they in love or something. You can fall in love.
Yeah, because people do born in the ghetto though.
Let me just put it that way. You can still get it.
You have children in the ghetto, right?
Yeah.
No, having sex in the ghetto is not like being in love with somebody. I'm talking about this man who
to have feelings for somebody.
Yeah. The feeling can be
because
there.
the Jews getting the feeling.
The feeling can be there. But that identical feeling, that identical feeling don't allow woman because it like you in a relationship already
with a drug.
Then you want another relationship. It can't work.
You can't get it
because they inner feeling, it possess your whole money, your allowance. The inner feeling possess it than any other feeling. Yeah.
So you rather spending the money on a drug than even a woman.
Surely said something. He said people have sex in the ghetto, the born children in the ghetto. The born children, in the name of the born children. Because now for the feeling. The feeling not there. They get that you see bring belly in the ghetto. That girl, sorry, but maybe she ain't know. On the street looking for money to kill her own June. So you and her now, you will work in the day. Then in the night, she go to work.
Wow. Yeah.
So that work she went to in the night, she there to do it for you in the morning. Then in the morning now you will go. Then you do it for them in the day. So now the woman going outside. 24 say, your woman, what you lay? She going outside.
What you say you like?
Yeah, what you say you like? And now one person, but maybe 4, 5, 10.
They got them.
Yeah, insane. Then now when that woman get better, like your child.
And then by the child.
So you just name the child June.
Some people, that was some people do.
Yeah, okay, let's take our second break. When we come back, we'll just be closing up on the show. But that's it right there. You listening to his testimony. Things he went through, and today it's something very, very interesting. Some people get in the habit and they can get out of it. Sure. But our brother was able to get out, and gladly he's surely big brother. So surely not small man. Let's enjoy our break. When we come back, we'll talk to you more.
Oh yes, it's bit by bit.
It is a professional discussion that talks about issues, happenings that improves or strengthens the capabilities of
individuals such as the engineers, the doctors, the Zogos, the Zogis, and our youth in our community.
Institutions like the educational sector, the health sector, and the economy as a whole.
The society, agriculture, travel, and the industrial society.
Human rights and democracy.
Trust me, it's
Bit by bit.
So welcome back. This is your Bit by Bit show, and this show is squarely about professional life, people with different experience, people who made it, and today we have one of our brothers who used to be in the habit of taking drugs, but today his story is touching. So let's go back to him again, and that's
before we get to
you
know, let me frank. I'm trying to be emotional here, right?
Okay.
And then at the same time, you try to bring me back into it about with some laughter, right? So I just want to clarify that. That's
but let me just go to you small. He's your brother. right? And what was your experience at a point in time? Had there been any time in your life you felt that you've lost a brother to drugs? How was it like for you?
I'm a strong Christian, and I believe in the Bible. But the truth be told, I always used to mention him in my prayers. But I did it for many years that I can't remember. But there came a time where I started being, forgetful when it comes to remembering him in my prayer. It was tough for me. I couldn't hold back the pains.
Knowing you got a brother.
Just because of him, most time I refuse to pass by St. Mary when I'm going across. I always
That way it used to be.
Yeah, I used to pass by the way of the chloride factory coming from beer factory way, because it bothers me a lot when I pass by him, put my windshield up, and see him loading cars. Sometimes I used to stop, give him money, and move on. Giving money was not all to it. It disturbed the family. Most time when I go home to my mother to visit her, and then she cried on me, your brother is there, and then I told her many times, no, when I come here, don't mention him to me. If he's for us, he want to come back.
Okay.
Many times, yeah, seriously.
So it happened. So let's go back to you. Let's see how this entire thing ended when you got to the church or what's it, a rehab or a place?
Yeah, it's like a
when you
rehab.
got there,
But
the experience and everything.
in short,
Yeah.
we call it gospel retreat.
Okay.
Gospel
That's how you.
retreat,
Okay.
yeah. How we call it. God, the word of God power is the focus priority. He had to focus on it. I don't care what you do. You sleep into the last, you see somebody coming, the town choir will come with pata, blam, 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 all in the hallway. So you force to wake up, and you don't wake up, your knee will go on the list. Nah, if they respectful, it can lead to suspension or they expel you from there.
Then you go back in the street.
You go back. If you wish to go back in the street, you go back. If you wish to bear the suspension, because your 6 months when you're there, you can feel that in like 1 year. But before you barb your eye, 6 months feeling. Yeah, so more people not left for maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get on a 6 months. So you are submissive. You see, but the place is enjoyable. If you decide, they forward God give me. It used to walk up ball.
To places.
Far places.
Yeah.
But when the time of the judge reached, certain time, I felt that walk up ball was not the issue again. That judge was not the issue again. That woman nursing or any other thing was nothing. I had to submit myself. Sunday I load the keke. I tell the man, I hanging on the keke back. I want it down. And just imagine the painful part. Sometimes when the keke passing water, sir. Then I supposed to get down maybe Broad and Johnson. Then the keke going water, sir. I will get down Vatan and pick up heavy walking from Vatan. Imagine Vatan to Charleston. And now,
Where you go to church?
now say through the beginning part of Charleston, but Satan all the way beyond City Hall to how they call the college under the teaching law there, man. I forget long time. Yeah, we are 10th Street there. The church we are on the left hand there. We walk from down there and go there because I wanted that transformation. I wanted not a day amazed. So when the time reached, when the work I entered in my mom's house, I said tomorrow carrying your son and so she was afraid she felt that someone and kill business went on or someone and killing. But after 3 months, when I came back home, my mother saw me, she not able to recognize me, says she start crying.
The police are coming up now.
Yeah.
So do you miss the ghetto? Do you miss some of the friends you made in the ghetto?
I don't get one miss of the ghetto. I always go there. Nobody can fear me to not go there. I always go in the ghetto. You know why I don't go there? I go there. You go pen on building set, will tell me. You go pen on building set, people will tell you. You go looking down, why I usually smoke, they will tell you. All the friends, that Jojo show, any group that Jojo pull up, all the girls then the guys then that can be behind her, what she can be interviewing, and see one person there that I know. All the people I know, all of them will sit down together in the same ghetto and smoke.
Yeah, so talking about you going back to the ghetto every time. Don't you think that one day you're gonna be trapped to get back in the same situation?
So have my soul call.
And if somebody will give you advice, maybe I will tell you that it's not a good thing to be going back there.
Yeah.
Friends see you on the street, they want to recognize you, to know that you have been transformed. That alone can touch them better than for you to go back. But I'm going to ask you a question. Since you have been transformed to a normal person, you leave to a farm to come to church on a bypass on a regular basis, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you feeling very fine, good in terms of family relationship or with friends? Do they welcome you? Are they pleased to welcome you? Or you feel somehow neglected through family members and friends? If
I were not please in a deniable level living, then God will not judge me right. Because
no, I mean with family situation.
My family now. Well, you one of my family, yeah, you invited me.
Okay, excluding me.
Yeah, no, all of family.
Other people treat you.
My friends who
welcome you.
My friends, my old friends that I used to have before when I was coming out as a child. I think you know some of them. I say Daniel, Arthur, all the friends
Arthur
there.
Johnson,
the
counselor.
They all welcome me. But before say when I came from my first visit from the island, I thought the one who gave me $100. Say my man, you can use the one and do your.
Arthur Johnson.
Yeah, you can use the one and do your shopping and thing. And not the first time. The first money he ever gave me that time I was in addition. I said, "Cancel, you give me the money, oh boy. Now the money when you give to me, I will eat it." He said, "No, use the one, be selling one, see your cereal now, I will give you addition." But because the feeding was there, so I only use the alley as selling. I buy air freshener and thing, selling it. Oh, they smoke become high because I already get money when I sell it in there. Now into the selling I doing, the money going. Now I break the whole market down. I get back on the car load again.
Since you came back, have you reached out to your former good friend, currently honorable representative Abu Kamara?
Yeah, I've been to Abu house. I've been there. Me and Abu said, yeah. And he always welcome me in his house. I always there. Sometimes when he having occasion, but you know, people they always busy. So I just take myself now to be like pass up by, so now I can pass in from a place because you know I can sell around. So if I pass in, my man, the honorable inside, they say no. And when you go there, the part that I don't get patient for. When you go there, that honorable, you meet group of old money, young people, group by group. You got to wait. That man talk. And I look at my own family money. I will go be saying I'm waiting for my friend. So I'll pass. The day me and him brought up that hey.
So since you got to be a new person, do you have any friend that stay with you that you guys were in this kind of life? Have you people plan anything to work together to help other people that are stay there?
Yeah.
Is any program in the making?
Yeah, we're trying to form an auxiliary, but
so drug auxiliary.
Yeah, former drug user.
Former drug user auxiliary.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they auxiliary.
You guys have graduated.
Maybe we'll be going from.
I like the name.
Maybe we'll be going from college because don't overlook it. Don't overlook it. You go any college you going on. Meaning the one on Kagadan Highway there. How they call them?
BWR?
No, not BWR. Before BWR. The one the Channel Bay heading town.
UL?
The Feno Camper. And when you see just setting over there, you'll be surprised. When you talk about Saw Beach. So don't tell your brother say you carry him Saw Beach. Then every day you go there, you go and give him money. You give him money that fly. That man, 24 say he will smoke. He will be like king in the Saw Beach compound because I dead. I see one person there when I smoking job, what come from just ground. They go there. They put live on packeton, him on packeton.
What do you mean by him on packeton?
They are packet a year. Like they put living bar. Yeah. So if you get your brother there, you go visit your brother. That money you give to your brother. That money your brother will share it with the faster and share it with room faster. And then the banana one, you keep it. Maybe you be buying chicken soup and that chicken soup that pepper you buy you one will not eat it. One stick of cigarette in Sobeach, I think maybe Nana will be 150 or 200. Yeah, cigarette outside the father at 10 hours. But in Sobeach, 150. Ja, move on your eye. Anybody, any kind of on brush, you say, my man, come here, ask you, how much you can sell cigarette in Sobeach? When I tell you 150, then all the thing I tell you that lie.
Okay, so now we're about to wrap up. We had long time, very, very long discussion with you. We hope we can have you here some other time with some of your friends.
Sure. I got many good friends.
But I'm still asking you this question. Is there anything you missed?
Yes. I missed a lot of good things.
He means in the ghetto.
In the ghetto? I don't have one regret of living in the ghetto. I don't have one regret because the breading upon the nation, the breading of rejection. I pay money for it. Some rehabilitation center, like the ES Green now. If you take your brother there, you pay maybe $300 US for a registration, a caretaking. But
this one came free.
Yeah, the church that redeemed us, the church. There's a scripture in the Bible, Isaiah 52 verse 3. When you go to Isaiah 52 verse 3 say, thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourself for nothing, and ye shall be redeemed with our money. So we sold ourselves for nothing. God came to us. The guy that redeemed us, they came from far Yana, America. Some brother then who walk under the rain, walk under the sun, who made them hair, who made them big guys. Today. They just wrap all in the lay paper and chunk all in the
so Mr. Average, this is a bit by bit show. We just discuss a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We would like to hear from you. Final word.
No, before you take his final word, on June 28th, there's this the new drug law that drug dealers, cultivators, and manufacturers are not eligible for bail until their trial is completed, and if found guilty, they will be sentenced to life imprisonment. Do you go with this thing?
Going with A not the solution. But me going without common reading is not the solution. But the implementation of the enforcement on the DEA, DEA had to be well equipped. DEA has to have the permission. Say, yeah, if you bother with this, you do it. But now when DEA go do it, then they say, well, I went to Jonathan Efide. I saw DEA officer there.
Where's Jonathan? Not John's area?
Yeah, the biggest John's area in looking at the depot, you had to get to. But I will tell you for free. I see one depot, one ghetto, that depot, sir, that police depot not taking pay. If it happen in Moria, then like put me in jail, let me die there. All they get to that in Morovia.
They pay in the police
station.
They pay in
the police station. I live in the ghetto. I know what all going on. If I opportune now to become DA commander now, one choice. People can accuse.
Invite him again another time.
People can accuse the Nigerian man. All the animal in the bush, all the animal in the bush, they like eat poo. But dog put it on his face. You see it? So because dog put it on his face, now why everybody can say dog can eat poo, man, dog can eat poo. The Nigerian man put the jaw selling on his face. But the secret carrier of the jaws is the Fuller man. You see the fuller man get small in the water market.
Wow.
Eh? You feel that water market that it making that man rich. Allah.
Yeah,
The
from
fuller man.
house's mouth.
Okay. Okay, so let's just get your parting comments. You just got me confused. I'm just looking and just thinking a lot of things. Now
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
just broken another news that we should be very careful
Shoo.
on how we observe people and things around.
Mm-hmm.
And since you've been in the ghetto for over 18 years,
18.
today is saying
Consecutive.
to us that the Nigerian people put on their face, but we should be careful with fuller people as well. I hope you guys.
My 4th time hearing this, man.
I hope you guys don't take it as Boss TV is saying it. He's been a user, and that's his testimony. You heard it from him. He said they are some of the reason why our brothers are like that. They are some of the carriers. But thank you so much. Let's get your parting comments. Let's see if there's any other thing you want to say to your family, those who help you,
Just a minute.
and the church, and your lovely daughters you have watching. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the studio first for inviting me to share my testimony. Because I know the whole world, anybody that tune on Boss FM or
TV.
TV, I mean, they will catch a laugh.
Yeah.
So, my parting comment is to thank you for inviting me your cousin's studio to make me feel that I'm once counted among the living. So, my brothers that are on the street, tomorrow, if you take the same step, through the power of God, you can be elevated more than I do. Maybe today, that baby show invite me, but tomorrow maybe
CNN.
now CNN will invite you. So, all in all, don't let the June kill you. Don't go after June. My Oma and my papa then what get the children in addition. If you really want to help your child, if you really get your brother or your sister or your child in addition, the church over you not hard to know. The church, you can't get money there. Money, you say you want brave for your son to go on the island, but Allah. Yeah, you will not do that bravery there. No bravery there. The men will follow the channel. The same channel will follow to go on the island. You will attend the services. Exactly when your time reach, they will come to you, you sound for your child, they kill it. They rub on the
You
papa.
come and sound for your child. That was his last comment. So we're gonna hold you right there. Once again, my name is Murphy Newver. I'm gonna tell what to my co-host, the Milkman.
Yeah, you just, somebody watching right now want to know or will want to get in contact with you. So if there's a number or something that you can call, they can put it on the screen, that they can call you in a way that you can be able to direct their child or somebody to that
To the
place.
church.
So if you can call the number and then maybe your number that they can be able to, and somebody
Call you
watching,
directly, yeah.
maybe they want to also
Just say your
buttress,
number, please.
maybe they also want to buttress you in helping you. Also, they can be able to use that number to reach out to you in a way that is going to be beneficial and not just watching you. I know some people that are watching right now, they will say, I can help that guy, he can help somebody else, right? I know, these things work. And for you taking all your time going through all the necessary processes to get yourself back with your families, let's see if you can give that number and you can also help somebody and somebody can help you.
just
So you
say
can
your
just
number.
call the number and then we'll put it on the screen. If you're watching, you want to help him, and then you can follow that number. If you want your child or somebody from your family to also go through the same process he went through, you can also call him. He will be glad to help you. If there's any financial thing too, you can also get his number and call him to help you. So just call your number.
Yeah, 0776
0776
38
38
23
23
84.
84.
Can say it
Lone
again?
Star.
Your Lone Star.
I'm gonna say it again.
Your Lone Star. Your Lone Star.
Okay. 0888
0888
36
36
20
20
18.
18.
Yeah, the orange. 0776 38 2384.
84. So
right there.
if you got that number, it's going to come on the screen, and with the name, you can call him after the show, and he will be able to help you get to
I see. I'll call him
the
in
church,
Ghana.
the same process, and see how you can be able to help your child or that relative of yours. In case of financial help too, you want to give him to enable him continue the process, and maybe that group they're about to set up, you want to be of help, you can also contact him. And it's a bold step, a very, very bold step you took. You're getting yourself from that place to be amongst your family again. So let me say thank you very much, and thank you.
Tell God, thank you.
Come on, give him a good handshake for that.
So this is how we come to the
Thank you,
end
Mr.
of Bit by
for
Bait.
coming.
You
Good
can
man.
join us every Tuesday on this station, Channel 4 Satcom, Boss TV.
For sure.
Bit by bit.
Oh yes, it's bit by bit.
It is a professional discussion that talks about issues, happenings that improves or strengthens the capabilities of
Individuals such as the engineers, the doctors, the Zogos, the Zogis, and our youth in our community.
institutions like the educational sector, the health sector, and the economy as a whole.
The society, agriculture,